All right, example 2 says graph system of equations, then determine whether the system has one solution, no solution, or infinitely many. The last one we showed had one solution. Okay, let's see what happens with this one. All right, so again, just like last time, we're going to start by graphing this, okay, using our slope form. You can also use something called the intercepts. I'll show you that real quick. You had negative 8x plus 4y equals 4. If you wanted to graph by the intercept, right, you know that the x-intercept, you should know from last year, has a y value of 0. Okay, it's where it crosses the x-axis. So if you wanted to find that, you could plug in 0, negative 8x, plug in 0 for y, which would make that term go to 0, equals 4. Right? And then you solve that, that would be x equals negative 1/2. So you have an intercept of negative 1/2, 0. You can plot that point. You can also do the y-intercept, which means the x value is 0. It's where it crosses the y-axis. So in other words, you would have the first part go to 0, so negative 8 times 0 plus 4y equals 4. That part will go away. I didn't show that up here. That part goes away. And then divide by negative 8, what I did, in case you were wondering how I got what I got. And so here you would divide by 4, and you get y equals 1. So those are your two intercepts. Remember, if you plot 2 points, you can draw a line to those 2 points. That might be easier than actually changing the slope-intercept form. I don't know. But there is a benefit in going to slope-intercept form. I'm going to show you right now. If there is a commonality between the two equations, you'll be able to see it by going to slope-intercept. So we're going to start by adding 8x. And again, this is just two different ways. All that stuff over here, all that is just a different way of doing the same thing. Okay? So we got 8x plus 4. Now we're going to divide by 4. And we end up with y equals 2x plus 1. Okay? Because 8 divided by 4 is 2, 4 divided by 4 is 1. Now, if I bring this other guy down, you should see something that's incredibly important. What is it? I'm hoping you're going to say that it's the same equation, right? And you're right. That is correct. That should tell us something about what we're going to have going forward. So when we go over to graph this, we have y equals 2x plus 1 and y equals 2x plus 1. So when I go to graph that, we'll actually do different colors to kind of show it a little better. So we're going to start at 1, and we're going to go up to right 1. Up to right 1. Okay, or we can go down 2 and left 1. That's also an option. And what you have is that little line, freehanded. Sorry about that. All right, so I go to graph the second one. We'll swap to red. Okay, it's also going to start at 1, and it has the exact same slope. So that should kind of give you an idea of what's going on here. All these different points, right? Every point that's on the green line is also on the red line, which means that they are the same line. Okay, and when you have that, what that means is you have infinitely many solutions, right? If you pick any point on that line, it will satisfy both of those because they're literally the same thing. All right, cool. Moving on to the last example here, example number 3. Again, don't care if you choose to do the intercepts or whatnot. I think I will. I think I'm going to do the intercept method for this guy right here. All right, so we've got the x-intercept, which is some number and 0 for y. So to figure that out, I'm going to do negative 6x plus 2 times 0 equals 8. That part goes away. I get negative 6x equals 8. So that's going to be divided by negative 6. And that's going to be x equals 4/3, negative 4/3. Now you may look at that and say, oh, I don't want to do that because I'm going to get a fraction. I don't want to try and graph a fraction. That's fine. You don't have to. Okay. Y-intercept, you're going to do the opposite, 0 for the x, and you need to find y. So negative 6 times 0 plus 2y equals 8. Okay, so you could try this, and if you realize it's not going to work out nicely, then you may want to backtrack from it and say, okay, I don't want to do that. Let me go the other way. So plot those two, 0, 4, and negative 4/3, 0, and draw a line through those, or negative 6x plus 2y equals 8. Again, you don't have to do both of these now. It's just whichever one you prefer to do. So plus 6x. So we got 2y equals 6x plus 8, right? And if it works out nicely here, you may want to go with this option. So that's going to be 3x plus 4. Much nicer in terms of trying to graph it, okay? So the other option's already solved for y, so I'm just going to bring him down just so I can keep them next to each other and kind of have them to compare. What I'm hoping you're going to see is these also have something in common, okay? We'll specifically talk about this more in detail. The last two are identical. They're exactly the same. These two are close. They have the same slope, right? I'm hoping you'll see that they have the same slope right here. But they have different y-intercepts. One's got a plus 4, one's got a minus 5. So we've got y equals 3x plus 4. And then we got y equals 3x minus 5. All right, so we'll do, let's do blue and red this time. We'll do blue here, and we'll do red for this guy. All right, so we'll start with the blue. Intercept is at 4. I didn't go up high enough, but it's okay. I think we can count. And then up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Or we can go down 1, 2, 3, and left 1. Okay? Down 1, 2, 3, left 1. Just enough so that you get the idea of the graph. And again, I ain't freehanding mine, so I don't have a ruler or anything. Feel free to use a ruler on your paper or whatever to make it a little bit easier to follow. All right, so there we go. The next one is going to be starting at negative 5. Again, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. So here, and we're going to be going up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. Up 3, 1, 2, 3 over 1. All right, and then we're going to sketch that line as well. So the steeper they are, the more you wish you had a ruler. But hopefully we can still get the idea. All right, what you should see from that is that these are parallel. They're going up, their slopes are changing by the same amount. Up 3, right 1. This one's going up 3, right 1. If that pattern continues, which it will forever and ever, then these two things will never cross. They never intersect. They're like railroad tracks. They just keep running next to each other side by side for forever and ever, right? So in that situation, since these never intersect, there is no point which will satisfy both of them, okay? And when that happens, we say that there is no solution, okay? Those are your three options. Again, I think the graphic part of this is actually a little bit easier because you can see, you can see that answer. Where with elimination substitution, you're kind of just relying on your mathematical ability. But that's it. So good luck with 2.2.2.